the sound between sleep and death. It began the same way, every single night. The moment he laid his head on the pillow, closed his eyes, and his awareness slowly started to drift away from reality, in that strange state between wakefulness and sleep, where the body is still but the mind is still listening. The sound would come. A creaking door, a soft, long, drawn-out creak, like an old door slowly opening in a dark room. At first he would jump up immediately, open his eyes, look around. Nothing. The door was closed. The room was silent. No one else was in the house. Every time he convinced himself, just an illusion, my mind playing tricks before sleep. But the sound never stopped. Every night, at the exact same moment, between consciousness and unconsciousness, the door creaked. Days passed, then weeks, until something new began. One night, it wasn't just the door anymore. He heard a baby crying, a clear cry, very close, as if it was right next to his ear. He opened his eyes in terror, sat up in bed, his heart pounding violently. The sound vanished instantly. But this time, it wasn't just imagination. He was certain he heard it. He started covering his ears before sleeping, playing music, leaving the TV on, but nothing could stop it. The sound wasn't coming from outside, it was coming from inside. And after several nights of fear and tension, something happened that he was not ready for. That night, as he reached that fragile moment between wakefulness and sleep, suddenly, a sharp, demonic scream exploded inside his ear, a scream so close, as if it came from inside his own head. He jumped out of bed, screaming, his heart nearly stopped, and at the exact moment he woke up, he heard something worse than the scream itself, a baby laughing. The same baby that used to cry. But now, it was laughing. A slow, distorted, unnatural laugh, not like a child, but like something pretending to be one. In that moment, he realized this was no longer just sounds. He became afraid of sleep. Every time he got close to surrendering, that state between awareness and sleep, he felt something getting closer to him. Once, he felt the bed sink slightly, as if someone sat on it. Another time, he felt a warm breath behind his ear. Then the whispers began. Whispers in a language he didn't understand, but filled with anger, hunger, and waiting. He started sleeping only in short, broken minutes, days without real sleep, his eyes hollow, his face pale, his nerves collapsing. And one night, the whispers didn't stay whispers anymore. They spoke clearly. It said to him, "I've been here, from the beginning. I was knocking, and you opened." At that moment, he couldn't move. His body was paralyzed, his eyes wide open, unable to scream. He felt something enter his chest, cold, heavy, like black smoke crawling inside him. From that night on, he was no longer the same. He began waking up in places he didn't remember going to. Objects in his home moved, strange messages written in his own handwriting. But he didn't remember writing them. The baby's cries grew louder. Then suddenly, they stopped. Not because the sound disappeared, but because he was no longer the only one hearing it. He started hearing it, and answering it. He laughed alone, stared into corners, whispered a name he didn't know, until the day came when he did not sleep at all. Days, without sleep, almost without food, without awareness. In the end, they found him dead in his bed, his eyes open, his mouth slightly open, as if he was trying to say something before he died. But the strange part was that his neighbors said that night they heard from his apartment the sound of a creaking door, a baby crying, and a short, horrifying laugh. And since that day, the sound never stopped, but it's no longer only in his home. It moves from one person to another. It searches for a tired mind, for someone who stands every night on the edge of sleep, waiting for the moment when awareness weakens, so it can enter. And if you are reading this now, and suddenly you begin to hear a faint creak, or a baby crying, or even a small, unsettling laugh, then maybe you are the next one.